ladies, I quit my job. Today I'm going to be telling you all about it. This video is a kind of get ready with me, my morning routine, everything I do when I wake up and how my day kind of goes. And we're going to be talking about how I quit my job and decided down with capitals. So most mornings when I wake up for makeup. January was a month of revelation. February was a month of Thanksgiving. Then March is a month of confessions. So I have some confessions, positive affirmations, whatever you might call it, that I have written on my phone. I decided I'm going to do a 21-day positive confession challenge. So I confess my confessions. Then I get on with my day. So yeah, this is a little sneak peek of my house. I live with my mom and my brother, but both of them are not around this week. So when I wake up in the morning, typically after I've prayed and every other thing that I do, I come to the living room, open the curtains because of course I want a lot of light air in this place because I have some little planty plants. I'm sorry, I know it's a bit dark, but I will get the hang of it. I have some little planty plants on my balcony. So usually I will water the plants, but I just watered the plants yesterday. So yeah, I'll tell you about my plants another day. But I have quite a number of them, and as you can see, they're thriving. I open the windows, welcoming a new day for air to wash in through the house. Then I do a little bit, I also have plants inside. This artwork is done by my sister. My sister is a wonderful artist, guys, wonderful. Look at this beautiful girl. She represents Africa. My sister said it was me she was drawing, but I think it was herself she was drawing when she drew this. But this is a beautiful, beautiful piece. Every morning when I wake up and I look at her, I say, yes, glory to the African queen. There is none like her in all the earth. So today I'm doing a little bit of yoga. This is one of my typical morning routines. I've divided my workout days into 4 days. 4 days for intense workout, 3 days for yoga. So I shot this video on a Tuesday, hence a yoga day, and my body was extremely sore. So I was literally screaming through most of all these poses. But yeah, I was getting on with it. So yeah, this is usually what I would do on a typical Tuesday. Do my yoga and flex myself out, strengthen myself for the day, meditate a little bit, and then I'm pretty much ready to start on a new day. Alright ladies, so our makeup session has started. Please forgive me when I disappear from time to time from the camera angle. You know I love you, and you know I am making eye contact with you in my mind as we have this chat. So yeah, why I left my job. Alright, let's start from the beginning. I've worked in this particular real estate company now for roughly about 5 years and like 8 months. And honestly, 5 years anywhere is a really long time. Good, bad, ugly experience, whatever it may have looked like, 5 years is really like an insanely long time of service, long time of dedication to something. And first of all, the main reason I left is because I feel like I've spent the time I was meant to spend there. Guys, I'm not the best at this makeup thing, so just in case you see some crazy things happening in the process of me making up, just bear with me. This is how I do my makeup. As time goes on, I'm learning on YouTube. I keep learning. How far I've gotten, it's honestly YouTube that has taken me there. And I'm not really big on foundation. I don't really like foundation because obviously I live in Nigeria, in Africa, and the heat here is colossal. So I just usually rub concealer. And for my skin, like I said, my skin has been giving me joy because I don't want to say what I want to say in the past few weeks. So normally I usually don't have too much hyperpigmentation or acne or spots or anything of the sort. It's only sometimes when my skin is just so it's good. I'm usually good with concealer because I really don't need too much coverage of anything on my face. But I know people who don't have spots who use concealer anyway. Rather who use foundation rather, But personally, I just think I prefer concealer because it's lighter and you don't really feel that thickness of foundation on your face. Although I've used a couple of matte foundations sometimes when I'm doing like professional makeup, and they actually come out not bad at all. So maybe with time I'll invest in some matte foundations that will give me that free feeling on my face that I like. Alright guys, so I digress. Sorry, don't be angry. I talk too much sometimes. Not every time. Most people know me as a quiet person, so saying I talk too much is an anomaly. I digress again. Sorry guys. So yeah, back to the topic. I really felt like I had spent the time that I needed to have spent there, and I honestly didn't feel like I was growing anymore. I feel like in some things that you do, you really get to a point where you plateau, and it's like, okay, you've given everything that you can possibly give, you've done everything that you could possibly do, and you don't feel like you're growing anymore. And above everything, I believe that the most constant thing in this life is change. Like, you have to change. It's ridiculous, to be in the same place forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, and you're not changing. Then that means you're not growing, because as you grow, it's just like a butterfly starting from a larva and then a pupa and then it comes out, as a butterfly. It grew bigger. I saw a picture. I saw a picture of the butterflies and the process of like its metabolism from the larva, to a butterfly. I watched a weird YouTube documentary one day. I honestly don't even know how I stumbled upon it, and it was kind of gross. It was kind of disgusting to watch, but at the same time, it was fascinating because you see the butterfly is in something that's like a transparent sac, right? And then at the time when the butterfly, the wings have formed when it's inside the sac, and then it gets to a point where the sac cannot hold those wings anymore and it just breaks, and then it's a butterfly. You get? I know that's a where that's an analogy, but it's really how I felt or I've been feeling since the beginning of this year 2022. For my job in particular, I did feel that I should have left, or I could have left about some 2 years ago now, because it was like 2 years ago that I really did feel that I had plateaued at that job and there wasn't anything I could give again, but somehow, and this is the thing with life, honestly, this is one of the things with life. Sometimes, you could just keep waiting because you're waiting for that moment when, okay, everything is fine. I've done this. Of course, being that it's a real estate company, being that I was in sales, I kept holding on and just thinking that, okay, one day I'll make one big sale. I'll make, millions in commissions and I'll be good. Then I can just leave and, maybe travel for a while or just lounge for a while, not having pressure to do anything, and just have a lot of money and basically security at my disposal. But that mentality held me back for 2 years. I really feel like I should have left the company during COVID in 2020. Before COVID, actually 2019 ending was when I really felt like, okay, I'm done in this place. But like I said, that fear of trying to wait for perfection, trying to wait for a perfect season, trying to wait for everything in your life to fall into place before taking a step, that was what held me. And look at it, from 2019 December to 2020 December to 2021 December till finally 2022 February was when I was like, okay, it's time for me to take this step. Because as they always say in agriculture, that if you keep waiting for the perfect rain, if you keep waiting for all the elements to be perfect, for the sun to be shining, for the clouds to be clear, for rain to be falling, if you keep waiting, you will never plant, and you will just be there waiting for everything to fall into place, and you're not taking a step because you feel like that perfection has not come yet. So honestly, like I said, I had the mind to leave since, but I kept trying to wait for the right conditions, and the right conditions were just not coming. So in January, and also, there was the dissatisfaction, there was a feeling of no growth, no progress, and there was a feeling of more. Like I felt like there has to be more to my life than just sitting down in this one place. Year 1 has gone, year 2 has gone, year 3 has gone, year 4. Now we're sorry guys, I don't know what's happening. Now we're on year 5, and it's like year 5 and counting. And I really told myself that, okay, at this point in my life, my age, my status and everything, I'm more driven. I'm trying to be more driven towards the fulfillment of purpose, fulfillment of my purpose, and not just like money making and all those kind of things. Money making is absolutely important. It is so important. It cannot be overemphasized. But at the same time, each and every one of us has a purpose. Each and every one of us has something that we can add to this world. And I decided that, okay, I want to really start to look at my life from this aspect of fulfillment of purpose, fulfillment of my destiny, than just staying in one place and being too afraid because I'm looking at the money, I'm looking at, the false sense of security. I have to say it as it is, and all of that, because I'm too scared to make a move. And to be honest, I was getting unhappier because, like that butterfly in the cocoon, right? If the butterfly doesn't come out, like it has obviously grown to the point where its wings are trapped in that space, and if it does not break out from that space, it will be uncomfortable because it's trapped like this. Its wings are trapped. If it doesn't break out, it cannot fly. So if it remains there, it's uncomfortable because he knows that by now I'm supposed to be flying, and then he can't do anything because he's trapped. And really, from 2019, that was how I started feeling like, okay, I cannot achieve anything anymore in this place. It's not I've outgrown this. I'm a butterfly now, and it's time for me to fly. But I kept waiting, and because I was afraid and I was, waiting out of fear for everything to like line up, for all my ducks to be in a row, I was getting unhappier and unhappier. And I kid you not, it was affecting my health. It was affecting my physical health, my mental health. It was affecting my my personality, my happy-go-lucky, bubbly personality. I started getting upset all the time. I was always frustrated. I was always tired, and I was always angry. I was just edgy. Any small thing like this, I would just get upset. I'll get angry. I'll be crying out. Just an emotional mess, because I really knew that it was time for me to go. So I was having that battle with myself, like my one part of one part of myself was saying, okay, it's time, you have to leave. And that part of myself was making myself very uncomfortable, because it was just like, it's time, you can't be here, and then there was that other part of myself too that was like, okay, so what will now happen? Nigerian economy, are you joking? Because anybody that knows Nigeria knows that right now there are so many challenges happening. There are so many things. I mean, the labor market is a mess. Jobs are difficult to find. Calling a spade a spade. Jobs are very, very difficult to find. Like the right kind of jobs that anybody will want is fully saturated most of the time. And on another end is majorly like connections and stuff like that help you get there. And being that I'm not from like the wealthiest family, I don't have any godfather aside from God, my father, backing me. It really was a challenge for me, because I kept thinking that, okay, that other side of my mind kept being, my rational mind kept being like, okay, so when you leave, what are you going to do? How are you going to survive? What are you going to be eating? How are you going to pay your rent? How are you going to... One thing to another. It was just like, okay, how are you going to do this? How are you going to do that? What if this happens? What if that happens? What if everything happens? What if it doesn't go as you plan? And it was just like my mind tearing me into, so many different places. And the other part of my mind too kept going like, nope, you're not comfortable here. You cannot continue here. It's time for you to go. Oh my God, guys. NEPA just took lights. So, sorry, the lighting might not be as bright as it was. I opened my window. I'm trying to open my window to have a little bit of extra light. So that part of my mind was just going like, okay, and then what if this happens? And then what if that happens? And then what if things don't go as planned, But then I was able to sit down with myself. I prayed, I meditated, I talked to God, and I knew that, okay, no, it's time, And as the Bible says, God will never want us to be. The Bible has already said that God's wish for us, He said, I wish above all things that you be in health and you prosper, even as your soul prospers. So at a point where I was feeling like, okay, is this really the right move for me? I turned to the Bible and I was like, okay, if this is the will of God for me, if I'm in a place where I'm not prospering, I'm not being in health, because the factors of the workplace were affecting me, the environment of the workplace was affecting me, and I wasn't being in health. My soul was definitely not prospering. So I was like, okay, fine, this is not the will of God for me. I'm going to take the leap, and God, I'm going to trust you. This is literally Jesus, take the wheel right now, So I went to my number one support system, which is my mom, and I told her, oh my God, someone has put on their gen. We don't need this noise. Please pardon me. Let me close my window because we don't need this noise. So I told her, and she was like, obviously this place doesn't make you happy anymore. You don't feel like you belong there, and you have dreams and aspirations that you've been wanting to do. So you can't continue to wait for life to just come and fall into your lap. You have to go out there, you have to get there. So I was like, all right, thank you, mom, love you. I know you always have my back, and I mean, it's a vote of confidence for me. I'd been working, on starting my own brokerage for a while now. I had actually started in 2019, but somehow the lack of consistency, the lack of drive, tiredness in the process kind of kept me, sorry guys, I'm trying to check something, kind of kept me in the same spot, and I started and I left it along the way. So I told myself, I said, okay, 5.5 or 5+ years in real estate is not experience that I'm just going to throw away. One of the things that I know that I'm so good at that comes naturally for me is actually marketing, because I do enjoy talking to people. I look at marketing like I'm making friends. I don't look at marketing like I'm trying to sell something to somebody. I look at it as I'm making friends, I'm getting to know this person, we're getting to know each other, getting to know about ourselves, and in the process you have a need that I can help you fulfill. I help you, I add value to you. You add value to me too by, paying me my commissions. I mean, increasing my social capital, because I've met amazing people in the process of, being a salesperson and all of that. So I decided that, okay, one of the things I was going to do was really focus on establishing my brokerage that I had started already in 2019, reviving it basically and starting it again, in the sense of, okay, I'm ready to do this thing now, I'm ready to give it my all, I'm ready to put my back into it and make sure that it actually works this time around. And I started that, I registered my company, I have a partner who is an amazing person, and we are really going to put our back into it to become not just another brokerage, but the #1 luxury brokerage in Nigeria and in Africa eventually. Because I told myself that this year I'm not going to allow fear, apprehension to control my life. I'm going to do it. It's just like how I cut my hair, and I hope you guys can see that my hair has actually grown since that video of last week. That was in January. So if you see now, my hair has actually grown. It's growing out, and I'm growing it as natural, and I love it. Like, that was one of the things that I was so scared of, because I was like, oh, natural hair is difficult to manage. When I was growing up, my hair was natural, and I feel like because of the lack of understanding of how to treat natural hair, then it was so difficult to manage, and my hair was so strong. Like, my hair used to break combs. Like, you put a wooden comb through my hair, before you know it, comb is gone. So yeah, it was very, very coily textured and all of that. But now, as I'm growing it out and I know how to take care of my hair, I'm conditioning it every day. I'm doing the LCO, is it LCO method? Yeah, and I noticed that the texture of my hair is getting softer and softer. It's easier to manage, and I'm loving it. I dyed it honey blonde in the beginning, but I guess because the hair is growing out, it's now a darker brown. It's like sorry guys, I had to check the time because I'm actually supposed to be going to the office today. It's like what do you call it, dark brown, I can't remember the name. Chocolate brown, auburn or something. That's the color. Is it auburn? I don't know. It's dark brown. That's what it is now, and I kind of like the color. I kind of like the dark brown. I was tempted to tint it back to blonde, but I'm just like, okay, let me rock this dark brown for a while. Sorry guys, I know I've digressed again, but I was just trying to reference to, it's the same mentality that was back of me when I decided to cut my hair. Normally, because of how much I'm concerned about how I look, and of course I strive to look my best at all times. So like the way I cut my hair, I would have been so afraid and apprehensive normally of how am I going to look, or how am I going to style it, but I told myself that this year is for living, or I have to take the bull by the horns, and somehow I've always been that person that is kind of waiting for life to happen to me. I don't know if you guys experienced that, or you guys have experienced that. For a lot of my life, I found myself always waiting and just feeling like, okay, one day life will happen for me. Like one day I would be this woman of my dreams. One day I would, have everything I've wanted to have, but not really having like the plans for it or taking the steps towards it. Just wishing upon a star, basically, that one day was going to come, and suddenly I was going to have this great life that I've always imagined and all. But small by small, I saw myself, I'm getting older. I mean, I'm getting on in age, and I don't really feel like I've achieved the things that I wanted to achieve with my life. And I told myself that I really cannot continue to be afraid or just wish upon a star that things would happen. Yes, as much as I'm praying, as much as I have faith in God, and as much as I'm keeping up like a positive attitude and all of that, I need to take charge of my life. Like, I need to wake up, I need to take those steps and do those things that I know will bring me, number one, joy. Honestly, I'm almost getting emotional when I'm talking about this, because I think of my life sometimes, and I think of how I deprived myself of joy just because I felt like, okay, these are social standards that I have to live by. You have to go to school, you have to get a job, you have to be in that job until you make it, and then that's when you can travel, that's when you can do this, that's when you can. But I have worked for so long, and I've not seen myself getting that dream, reaching that dream of, okay, I can travel as I like, I'm financially free. No, I've not been financially free all the while that I was working. There was always that apprehension of the money is not going to be enough, the this is not going to be enough, so you have to keep working to ensure that. And honestly, it's just like a wheel, a hamster's wheel. I don't want to get like philosophical now or whatnot, but the truth of the matter is, I do not believe that is how life is just supposed to be lived, doing the same thing over and over again until you walk yourself to your old age, and then you retire, and then you just go and sit down. Where is the flair? Where is the zest? Where is that lust for life? Like, where is it in the process of the corporate journey? And I am not knocking the corporate journey in any way, because like I said in the beginning of this video, I do believe that there are some amazing jobs that will grant you some amazing opportunities, that will allow you to be able to at least live to the expression of your purpose in some sense, but this particular place I was in was not affording me that opportunity. And I decided that, okay, I'm done living for other people. I'm done waiting for my life to happen. I have to live for myself now and make my life happen. So in a nutshell, that's why I decided to leave, and I'm so happy. I'm so excited for what the future holds. It's coming at the perfect time, because my friend Shelly, I know I've not talked about Shelly much in this channel, but you guys are going to get a Shelly exclusive. Me and Shelly met online. It was the craziest kind of relationship, but we met online sometime in 2014. I was really going through a lot of stuff, so I started this blog, a secret blog, because I'm never gonna reveal the name, where I used to write all my deepest, darkest secrets at that time, and somehow Shelly just seemed to find the blog. There was this Nico Beachie's blog then. I don't know if any of you guys remember Nico Beachie, but Nico Beachie's blog was a thing then, and I always used to comment. With my username on Nico Beachie's blog. So I think maybe at some point, out of curiosity or something, she just clicked on my blog, and she started going through my stories, and she was like, oh my god, I can relate with your struggles so much, I can relate with you so much. And she reached out to me, we started talking, we started trading stories. Sorry guys, let me get back to my makeup. We started trading stories, about life, our journeys, our experiences, and it was literally like we were the same person, living 3,000 miles away from each other. Like, she lives in the States, I'm all the way here in Nigeria, but somehow we just had such a strong connection, with ourselves. And We became friends, you know, we started talking a lot, getting to know a lot about each other, and that's how me and Shelly have been friends for, I mean, this is 2022, so 2014 to 2022, that's how many years? That's a lot of time, you know. So we've maintained our friendship, and so finally she's coming to Nigeria for the first time this March, ending of March. She's coming to Nigeria, and then we're gonna go to Lagos, and then we're gonna take a little trip to Ghana. I'm so excited for it because, I mean, first of all, to see Shelly in person and, you know, have us like bond, like all the gists. Well, I've been wanting to gist over all these 8 years. Like, you know, sometimes how gist is sweet when you're gisting it in person. So, you know, I'm seriously looking forward to that. So I feel like leaving my job right now, even though some part of me was feeling like, oh, I wasted time, I did this, I feel like this indeed is the perfect time, you know. It's not as if I have all my ducks in a row. It's not as if I have everything like completely mapped out for how I'm going to, you know, navigate this new life as an entrepreneur and all of that. I honestly don't have everything figured out, but I'm ready to take it one day at a time, in faith, you know, in gratitude and in trust that everything is going to be fine. I'm working as tirelessly on improving myself because I really want to be the very best version of me that I can possibly be. Because I ask myself this question sometimes, that okay, if there's only one me on this planet, if there's only one, you know what they call it, if there's only one Hadiza on this planet, the Hadiza that I am, I know that there are lots of people that be Hadiza. But if there's only me, one of me, Hadiza Adetutu Owonene Ata, there's only one of me, you know. So why should I live? Why should I trap myself in mediocrity when I can be the best of the best of the best of myself? You know, and that's one of the things that has been governing my mind and governing my decisions. And I made up my mind this year that I'm going to improve myself in every aspect, improve myself in my femininity, improve myself in my relationships, improve myself in my, you know, skills and everything that I have, in honing my skills and giving back to this amazing world that has given me everything that I am, you know, today, helping people, you know, just basically fulfilling my destiny, fulfilling my purpose, and being the absolute best of myself while I do that, you know. So this is basically the journey so far, and I'm excited. I honestly am excited to see how it goes. Like, I know that there's nothing in life that is, you know, without its challenges. You know, there's absolutely nothing that is without its challenges or whatnot. So I'm even excited to see the challenges. I'm excited to see myself overcome them. I'm excited to see me and my partner make a good name for ourselves. You know, I'm excited to build relationships. I'm excited to meet people. I'm excited to help people find their dream homes. I'm excited to travel. And I'm excited to, you know, navigate the process of how I will fulfill my purpose, or finding exactly what my purpose is and working on how. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do a mascara line, so you know how it is. You gotta be careful. And then I'm extra careful because I wear contacts. I wear glasses, so I wear contacts every time. But I've been wearing glasses since I was 6 years old. That's like some decades ago now. So that means, yeah, I started wearing glasses some decades ago now. That's what I mean by that. Oh, I've been wearing glasses for decades. Let's just put it that way. I'm trying to do a green liner to give my eyes an extra oomph because of my sage green outfit that I'm wearing today. So I'm going to do a green line and give my eyes that pop, 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 pop. ladies, that kind of brings me to the end. I'm going to hurry up and round up my makeup, then I'm going to come back and show you guys what the complete look is like, you know. So all in all, this is just my story, and it's my admonition out there to anyone who is second guessing things in their life. Don't be afraid. We have only one life to live, and we have to ensure that we actually live the best, the very, very best of that life, because it's not, you know, it's not going to repeat itself. And even if it does, even if you do believe in reincarnation or whatnot, even if you are reincarnated, you're not going to be reincarnated as the exact person that you are, or the exact person that you are now. You're probably being reincarnated as somebody else. So if you feel that, you know, you're not in a place that is making you happy, you're not in a place where you're growing, don't ever hesitate to move. And of course, I'm not saying make any reckless decisions. You have to make your choices also within reason, you know, but don't let the fear of failure or the fear of life itself, you know, hold you back from achieving everything that you know is yours to achieve. This is one life that we have, and it's a really beautiful world out there. You know, we have to stop second guessing ourselves and our power to achieve things, our power to do things, our power to be, our power to add to the world, because we're so afraid of coming out of the wheel, you know, and refusing to be a cog in the wheel. So thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk. I'm going to be doing a get ready with me video of how I'm going to be getting ready for Ghana and Lagos, and you know, this little bit of traveling. I love traveling so much, and I just pray that, you know, everything falls in place to help me travel as much as I would really love to travel this year. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in my next video where we do our get ready for Ghana with me. I shall be back, guys, with the full outfit like I said. So see you in a bit. Hi ladies, so this is the final fit, the final look. How do you like my shades? I feel like all these classy Stepford wives, you know, with my little sassy stuff going, my shades, my dress. I'm trying to wear my shoes so I can give you guys a full like mirror pic, because I don't know how to hold my phone to get it to show the full fit. Yeah, so give me a second. Well, I struggle these shoes on. What do you guys think of my makeup? Not bad, right? For what looked like, I was trying to lay bricks in it. Not bad, right? I guess so. So let me just put on my shoes, then I'll show you the whole looky look in the mirror. Okay. Alright, y'all, so this is the full fit. What do you think? Shoes, dress. Yeah. I love the beige and the orange. I think it fits well with each other. Then this is my bag. Sorry, bag is state. So this is my bag, and this is full fit. What are you saying? You like it? All right, ladies. Sorry, I'm panning around my extremely crazy ass room, but yeah, bear with me. So thank you guys for staying. Thank you guys for listening. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and also let me know what bold moves you're going to be making this year 2022 in becoming the woman of our own dreams, you know, in achieving our goals, in, you know, fulfilling everything that we said we're going to fulfill, Let me know what steps you're going to be taking. I'm excited to navigate this journey of all of us navigating our womanhood together, so thank you for staying, and I will see you in my next video where I get ready for my trip to Lagos and Ghana. Stay with me, guys. It's going to be an amazing ride. See you in my next video. Bye.